Namaste everyone. This is Dr. Pratibha K.S. Head, Department of Biotechnology at Keli Society SAS, Nijlingappa College, Rajajinagar, Bengaluru. Today I'm before you to present a lecture talk on protein organization or configuration, an introduction part. Okay. Protein organization or configuration. There are four basic structural levels of organization of proteins based on the degree of complexity of their molecules. First one is primary structure, where you could see the amino acid sequence can be seen in the linear form. Secondary structure, the linear amino acid sequence are tend to form helix formation or beta pleated sheets can be observed. Then tertiary structure, here you can see folding of the chain, a twisted three-dimensional configuration can be seen. Then the last one is quaternary structure, where you could see protein-protein interactions can be seen. Okay, so these are the four different structural organization of the proteins or protein hierarchy: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. Native protein structure is essential for biological functions of a proteins. Okay, loss of structure results in the loss of biological functions. When you could see this particular loss of structure during the denaturing agent. Okay, during denaturation process by the physical and chemical agent may bring the loss of structural configuration of the proteins, results in loss of biological function, because the native protein configurations are highly responsible for the biological functions of a proteins. Minor change also which leads to the loss of that particular specific biological functions. Okay, a protein structure or conformation is fairly complex and is organized into four categories. Just now we went through, just repeat once again. Primary structure in the sequence of amino acids in the protein. Secondary structure are small areas that are folded into alpha helices and pleated sheets. Tertiary structure is the final three-dimensional shape of one folded amino acid chain. Quaternary structure is found in proteins that consist of more than one folded amino acid chain. Each polypeptide is carefully folded, creating unique sections that are tailored for their particular job. Protein shape is so important to their ability to do their job, that is that if a protein unfolds or denatures, it will no longer function. Denatures means what happens there? The peptide bonds are not broken down by the denaturing agent. Only the secondary bonds like disulfide bond, hydrogen bond, hydrophobic bond, and salt bridges those bonds will be removed or broken down and leads to linear polypeptide chain. It means foldings of the protein molecule be opened and becomes unfolded protein, which will lose their biological functions. Here you could see the structural hierarchy of the proteins. Primary structure, linear. Okay, then secondary structure, where you could see alpha helix and pleated sheets can be observed. Then this is the tertiary structure. Then here you can see the quaternary structure. Okay, same again, pencil sketch representation: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and quaternary structure. This is quaternary structure, where you could see the presence of four protein molecules which interacted with each other with the secondary bonds. Alpha chain, okay, two alpha chain and two beta chain. This is an example of hemoglobin molecule. Now let us go through the structure of proteins once again. The four levels of protein structure. This is the primary structure, okay, connected through the peptide bond. This is the alpha helix, secondary structure, and this is this tertiary structure, where you could see pleateds also, and alpha helix can also be seen, and this is the quaternary structure. Okay, this color represents the carbon atom, and this purple color represents the nitrogen, and this particular color represents the R group or side chain or functional group, and this color represents the hydrogen, and this color represents the oxygen molecule. Okay, this is all the summary of four levels of protein structure. Hemoglobin as an example you have taken under the quaternary structure. Okay, now let us go through the structure presentation of summary. Primary structure, which for a protein is the amino acid sequence of its polypeptide chains, and for a nucleic acid is its base sequence. Why its base sequence means they are interconnected with each other. What kind of codons are present? According to that, respective related amino acid sequence can be observed over here. Okay. Then secondary structure, which is the local spatial arrangement of a polypeptides or a nucleic acids backbone atoms without regard to the conformations of their side chains or bases. Okay, tertiary structure, which refers to the three-dimensional structure of an entire polypeptide or polynucleotide chain. The distinction between the secondary and tertiary structures is of necessity somewhat vague. In practice, the term secondary structure alludes to easily characterize structural entities such as helices. Then, most proteins are composed of two or more polypeptide chains, loosely referred to as subunits, okay, which associate through non-covalent interactions and in some cases disulfide bonds. A protein's quaternary structure refers to the spatial arrangement of its subunits. Subunits mean there is the presence of more than one polypeptide chain. So one polypeptide chain will be known as subunit. So in hemoglobin structure, you can see the presence of 4 subunits. It means 4 polypeptide chain. A nucleic acid's quaternary structure is similarly defined. Here you could see the protein structure representation. Okay, here this is an oxygen molecule, hydrogen bond, and this is the hydrogen positive. Okay, hydrogen bond which is formed between the C double bond O and NH group. Okay, and here you can see the disulfide bond which has happened between the 2 cysteine molecule with the oxidation process. Okay, oxidation which has happened between the sulfhydryl group or SH group of the 2 cysteine molecule. And here we can see the formation of the peptide bond with the condensation process or with the elimination of water molecule C double bond O NH. And in this particular representation, you can see all the bonds: hydrogen bond, ionic bond, hydrophobic bonds, okay, disulfide covalent bond can be seen, and also van der Waals interaction or forces can be seen over here. Hope you understood today's concept: protein structural hierarchy, primary, secondary, tertiary, and the quaternary structure. The next class, I'll deal with individually primary structure, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary structure. I, Dr. Pratibha K, signing off for today. Stay tuned with me. I'll be back with structural organization video. Thank you for watching.